ask Coach Alvarez as the official home team of the bowl this year, with the Wisconsin Badgers, to open us up with a statement, and we'll go to Coach Malzahn for his statement, and then we'll open up to questions.
Well, I appreciate you giving the weather report. No, that's one thing.
We do that here in Florida.
I know, and I understand why. You know, when you come from Wisconsin, you go to a bowl game, you think of reward, you think of good weather, and so to have the type of weather we've had since we've been here, it's been a thrill for all of us, and we really appreciate it. But I've been very, very pleased with our preparation this week. The kids have been good. I always feel that a bowl game is a reward for a good season. I like for them to experience the bowl and take advantage of everything that's offered them. I think they've done that, and yet they've given us full attention in practice. I think we've practiced well in preparation. Now, you know, after a few days, you start getting ready to play the game. And I'm sure Gus will probably agree with that. It's getting closer to game time. I think they're getting anxious to play. But you know, we've got great respect for Auburn and the job that Coach Malzahn's done there, and the athletes that I see on film are very impressive. So, but we're getting ready to play.
First of all, I'd just like to thank Jim McVeigh and staff for the hospitality. It's been outstanding so far. Our team, you know, I feel like we've had good preparation, good focus. Kind of like Coach was saying, you know, you try to let the guys enjoy it, and then kind of about this time you start locking in. Our guys really flipped the switch probably yesterday as far as you know, that goes. Very impressed with Wisconsin. Offensively, one of the better rushing teams in all of college football. Of course, Melvin Gordon, one of the better players in all of college football. It's just phenomenal. Defensively, they also have one of the better defenses. I think they're number 1 on third down, number 3 overall. So just a complete team. And like I said, a couple hours after I found out we were playing Wisconsin, they decided to add a Hall of Fame coach to go with it. So that's always a challenge with that. But we're looking forward to playing them, and we have a lot of respect for them.
Okay, questions? Over here.
We're both coaches, and it's going to be a little roundabout, so bear with me. Coach Malzahn, you were at Auburn when you set the bar high winning the national championship. Coach Alvarez, you went to Wisconsin. There wasn't even a bar to set when you went there. What made you think, going back to Auburn, you could stay relevant in the national championship hunt? And Coach, what did you see in Madison that made you think you could win 3 Rose Bowls and become relevant?
Well, of course, you know, Auburn has had a lot of great tradition. Before I got there, I was fortunate enough to be the offense coordinator in 2010. We had Cam Newton won the national championship, and so it was a dream come true for me to come back as the head coach. Auburn has high expectations. You know, last year we came close. You know, and I think our program's in really good position, and that's our goal, you know, every year.
You know, having coached in the Big Ten at Iowa as an assistant, and at Notre Dame, Wisconsin was always one of my recruiting areas. Having played there and been in Madison and knowing what type of city it was, and the university, world-class university, I always felt that there was no reason why they couldn't win there. And I felt like the first thing you had to do was keep the best players at home, because most of them were leaving. And if we ran the program right, we recruited well, kept the best ones there, and then reached out and you know, bring in specific players from areas where we had contacts and relationships, that there was no reason why we couldn't compete at a high level there.
Yes, right over on the very end.
Hey, Gus, I know coaches will always tell you there's a fine line between winning and losing, but what are some of the keys this year between the season you were able to put together last year and a little bit different this year with some of the lines?
Yeah, you know, I think close games, you know, especially in our league, you're going to have numerous close games. And, you know, last year we won those in a lot of different ways. We lost a couple close games, you know, towards the end of the season. You know, we had some deficiencies, and I think some of our deficiencies were exposed.
Gus, is Duke going to be available for the bowl game?
Yeah, Duke Williams will not play. He has been suspended for breaking team rules. He is planning on coming back next year, so that's the reason he's here. I thought it was important that he's on the scout team. He's acting as Wisconsin's, top receiver, and so I felt like that was the right thing to do.
Did he break team rules while you guys were practicing?
I'm not getting into any specifics. He's just not going to play.
Coach Alvarez, what are some of the keys to stopping dual threat quarterbacks such as Nick Marshall? He's been able to do so much with his arm and his legs this year.
He's very hard to get down and very athletic and very skilled. I think anytime that you play someone with that type of ability, you better be sound. And you better corner the defense and try to have people chase it down and take the proper angles. You have to be sound, and it's still very difficult to get him down.
Coach, how important is Zags' role going to be as an emotional leader for you guys on Thursday?
I think someone who's been with the program that long, and the kids respect him, and he's played well. He's an important part of the team, even though he can't play. So I think just having him there is meaningful to the rest of the team, particularly to the seniors.
And Gus, I noticed on Twitter, Chad Slade mentioned something about you going home. Is there any updates on that and what happened?
Yeah, he had to go home for a funeral of his family, and he won't be here today, but he will return tonight.
Coach, is Melvin going to be able to practice today, and is there any chance this illness could limit him Thursday?
As far as this morning, we met this morning, and I think he was okay today. He had a fever yesterday, sat out of practice, but anticipate that he practices today.
Gus, you mentioned Duke. What about the other three guys that